Good morning, everyone. The power of words. Today is Happiness Day. And happiness has all kinds of connotations. But happiness, we're thinking fun, we're thinking laughter, we're thinking kindness, we're thinking smiles. So let's do our best today to inject some happiness into this talk, the power of words. Words are my enablers to help me continue to learn and develop my craft of writing. I'm a writer, published, a storyteller, a blogger, and a speaker. So they're my tools. Words are empowering and powerful tools. Words can lift us up. Words can inspire us. Words can change everything, just like that. Words can strengthen our resolve. And words allow new ideas in. I was very pleased to see the words, "Only Connect." Ian Foster, Tunbridgian, they really resonate with me. Other words that resonate, a quote, I don't know whether you've heard of this gentleman from way back, 1877. He was an author, a painter, and a spiritualist, Hermann Hesse. And he said, without words, without writing, without books, there would be no history. There would be no concept of humanity. And I'd like to add to that, without words, without writing, without books, how would we know how to communicate? How would we know how to build relationships? How would we know how to communicate and collaborate? Now, I know that each of you in this room today can use words effectively. You can say something, or you can write something that means something. Also, I believe that each of you, while you're studying here, you're actually creating your own story, because that's what we're doing. Every single day, whatever we are doing, whatever our experience, we are writing the story of our lives. And I have no doubt that your experiences here, the foundations that you're laying down, will impact and influence whatever career, whatever path you choose to move forward with. A few weeks ago, it was International Women's Day, close to my heart, as you can imagine. And I honor the day, normally, on social media, posting on various platforms that work for me as a creative. Words and quotes that are relevant for women today. I also wrote a blog. And the blog was entitled, "The First Inspiring Woman in My Life," the role model and perhaps the champion in my life. We'll come to that in a little while. Huge change is taking place in the world today. Huge change, huge possibilities for men and women. And you are part of that. It's important for each of us to have role models. And for you as young adult males, it's important to have female role models, as I need male role models. Now, I believe there's a difference between a role model. Sometimes they're not touchable. They're wonderful role models. We aspire to them, we admire them, but they're not always touchable. Champions, for me, are touchable. Champion is someone who, if you like, has got your back, someone who supports you unconditionally, sees something in you and pulls that out and encourages you to be your best. I spoke earlier about that blog that I wrote on International Women's Day. And my first role model and my champion absolutely was my grandmother. My grandmother married my grandfather. He was away in the war. She had 3 children. She forged a career all of her life as a tailor, a seamstress, and a lace maker. I never heard her complain. She worked 14, 16-hour days all the way through till her late 70s. And what I loved about her, she totally accepted me for who I was. I knew I was different. I was never going to go down the normal route. You couldn't put me in a box with a label. I saw a great advert a few weeks back. And the advert said, labels are only for bottles, not people. Because we do, don't we? We try to put someone, oh yes, so-and-so, married, 2 children. It is a little bit like years ago when my career suddenly ended. And would you believe my physiotherapist at the time said to me, you're no longer a career woman, you're a housewife now. Pardon? In that blog post that I wrote, I used a quote, one of mine, which was, remember to remember there is value in equality. Remember to remember there is value in equality. And equality means we each have something to bring to the table, whatever gender. And it's important that we support each other in doing that. Role models. I'm thinking, what about Jodie Whittaker? Jodie Whittaker is the very first female Doctor Who in the history of the Doctor Who series. Who watches Doctor Who? Anyone watch Doctor Who? One, we have one here. We have 2. I'll be honest, I don't watch it, but I will now. Jodie Whittaker, in her own right, is a brilliant actor. The first thing she said when she accepted the role was, I do not want the fans to be upset or worried about the gender of this new character. And why would we be? Wonderful. I'm also thinking of Lizzie Yarnold, gold medalist, as you know, born in Sevenoaks, educated at Sevenoaks and Maidstone. 2014 won her first gold medal in the sport of skeleton. Had health issues, but my goodness me, she, as you know, came back this year and she's just won her 2nd gold medal. Another role model that springs to mind is Michelle Obama. Has anyone here heard Michelle Obama speak? When she talks, when she gives a presentation, you want to sit up and you want to listen. And you don't just want to listen, you want to hear. She's eloquent. She has a very strong message. She started out studying law. She then was assigned, which I only found out recently, to be a mentor for Barack Obama. Eventually they married. She had 2 children. And for 8 years she was the First Lady in the White House. And she was an integral part of many of the discussions that obviously took place there. and I valued her opinions and her views. But close to her heart is children's education, health and well-being. And if anyone hasn't heard Michelle Obama here, I would urge you to go to YouTube and just listen to her. Powerful lady. Media is an important part of what I do as a creative. I only learned about social media about 6 years ago, 2012. But my goodness me, did I have to jump on that saddle really quickly and learn what worked for me. And I know. I know what platforms I need to use. I know what platforms are best for me to engage in. It's about strategy. It's about posting great quality content along with the best photographs. Why? I need to engage my audience, my readers, my followers. I need to give them something that is of value by posting consistently every day. It works. It's not everything, but it's a couple of spokes in that wheel of being creative in 2018. A few weeks back, I had an idea, and I decided to post a question on Instagram and Facebook. And the question was, what 3 words best describe you using only your first name? And I kicked it off by saying, yes, I'm Miriam, it's M. And from a creative point of view, the 3 words that spring to mind are mindfully, motivationally, memorable. And the response was positive. But then one of my followers posted, but Miriam, what about the fun side of you? I'm thinking mysterious, minxy, magical. Haven't been called those before, but I'll take